Hi, it's me, Dee Sparta. And welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Hey, yeah, I am still a mess. It doesn't feel good when I talk. My mouth really, the lip and everything hurts. Oh, you can tell how swollen this lip is. Tried to make it smaller with just with illusions with makeup, and it's not working. I've just got this big old. It's from anesthesia when I had to get dental work. You know how I went in and they put in temporary crowns. Well, some of those popped off, and so I had to go in and get those redone. And then next week, I go back and get the permanent crowns, and then I have to go back and get other work done in bridge with implants. Yeah, but I want a healthy mouth, and I got to get old dental work redone because I'm getting old. I'm 49 years old, folks. But let's move on here. Today. I was going to record yesterday, however, because of the elections that were being held, and my youngest's school is a polling place. All the students had to be home, and they did virtual school. So I had her here, and I had to take care of them because they need to be attentive. But it went so smoothly. The teachers taught the kids what to do, had them bring those Chromebooks home, and they logged in just fine, and it was great. I didn't have to stress or do any technical support. It was wonderful. But because of that, I couldn't do any recording. Plus, I was feeling my lip was even worse off. I have some medication for it. It's bad. It hurts, but I'm getting better. Just for the temporary being, then I'm gonna go back, and start all over again. Yeah. Well, anyway, you're not here to hear me rant and rave about my dental work. You would like to know what we're going to talk about today. Well, you already saw, the headline. What is that line called for the title? You know what we're getting into. So I'd like to warn people, if this is going to be a very sensitive subject matter, we are dealing with the sex trafficking of minors and illicit drug use, and it goes on and on. And if this is a sensitive subject for you, I understand. Believe me, I do. So please just stop right now. Don't watch this video. I have plenty of other videos on other topics that you might find much more enjoyable and interesting. So please go on there. But if you want to stay here, we're going to get into it. So, who is Matt Gaetz? Well, he is from Florida, everyone. Yep, Matt Gaetz is a Florida man. You know those memes and everything, the headlines, you're like, what crazy person is doing this and them doing, oh, they're from Florida. Yeah. And as this thing goes, yeah, as we dive into this, Now, he is also a Republican U.S. House representative for Florida. And, this year sure has been eventful for him. Other than his wedding in August of this year, he has been in the spotlight for a number of things, which include sex trafficking of a minor. Yep. Joel Greenberg, a former friend of Matt Gaetz, has been charged with a number of things, including sex trafficking of minors. Joel has been cooperating with the FBI and the Department of Justice, the DOJ, for a plea deal. Now, Joe has been providing them with information on Matt Gaetz and his involvement with sex trafficking, allegedly. Now, there is a whole lot to this case so far. And if you want to stick around to learn a bit more about this, please do. If not, just go ahead and use those chapter links down below to jump ahead to the psychic tarot reading. I hook you up that way, so skip ahead or stick around. Hey, thanks for sticking around. oh boy, me oh my, me oh my, let's
Me oh my, oh me oh my, oh me oh my.
get into this, okay? Now, cases like this are just horrifying. And it's scary to think that allegedly all these powerful men in the government, in the entertainment business, and major corporations with lots of money have so much control over our legal system in the U.S. government. Look at Epstein, Weinstein, just to name a few, have rose to power by harming and controlling others. Now, I want to stress that though I laugh and smile as I talk about these things, these accusations against Matt and Joel are no joke and need to be taken seriously. In order for me to be able to talk about this, I do cringe, laugh, and smile, and as a coping mechanism. So please, do not misunderstand where I stand on today's topic. I am a victim of sexual assault, and as an adult and a minor. So I know I can't stress that this is hard for me to talk about, but I need to be a voice because this is happening so often to so many of our young people. And no, we can't just let this slide and let these people of power just take advantage of our children. Okay, so with that said and done, let's get into this, all right? I hope I didn't scare y'all. Now, Matt Gaetz is under investigation for several things. The worst, I feel, is the sex trafficking of minors. Matt is a U.S. House representative for Florida and has been a controversial figure over the last few years. I mean, in fact, this morning, just a few days ago, he was in the news headline because he and another representative, Lauren, they made jokes because they don't like the metal detectors that are around the Capitol that they have to go through. And so they were making jokes about blowing them up and making bombs. That didn't sit well with some people. It's like, you may not like having to go through these safe procedures, but it's there for your protection. And to make a joke about blowing things up in the Capitol, no. Especially if you're a representative of the state of Florida, Hello. Now, he has also spread false information in regard to the assault on the U.S. Capitol on January 6th. And he has deleted tweets due to, shall I say, his bad judgment on his part. Now, one of his deleted tweets was this year, while the FBI is investigating Matt for human sex trafficking, he was demanding the FBI to be defunded. What was it this year? It was last year. Yeah. Now, this was his response to the George Floyd protests and demands to defund the police. Yeah, it's kind of cringy to be under investigation with the FBI and to tweet to defund them. It's like, come on, man, come on. Oh yeah, that was this year. He brought this subject back up, and it's like, what? What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Oh, here's a fun fact. Rep. Gaetz was the only one who, in 2017, voted against human trafficking. I kid you not. You see, on December 19th of 2017, Gaetz was the only representative to vote against the Combating Human Trafficking in Commercial Vehicles Act. It's a bill allocating additional government resources to help combat human trafficking. Now, Gaetz tried to explain this by saying that his vote was due to his small government principles and his belief that existing federal agencies could adequately combat human trafficking. Yeah. Now, on February 27th of 2018, Gaetz voted against the Allow States and Victims to Fight Online Sex Trafficking Act, which had been combined with the Stop Enabling Sex Traffickers Act. Now, this passed 38 to 25. So he wasn't the lone soldier here out here trying to, protect his right for sex trafficking, I guess. I don't know. This is all alleged, in my opinion. But, now Gaetz is under investigation, and his friend Joel Greenberg, who was arrested for sex trafficking, has been providing lots of information to the DOJ and FBI on Gaetz' involvement with minors for a plea deal. He has to cooperate. And so, we'll get into this. Now, in 2010 to 2016, Gaetz allegedly concocted sex competitions while in the Florida State House. Now, he was a state representative, not a federal representative, back during those years. And they included a Harry Potter challenge and extra points for sleeping in sorority houses. They even was like, if you can get this person to have sex with you, you get so many points. It was rather disgusting. Sorry, my mouth hurts. And I'm thirsty. So, yeah. He's got an icky reputation. Now, April 1st, April Fools, but no, this was 2021. Matt Gaetz reportedly showed fellow lawmakers nude pictures of women he was dating while on the House floor. He just doesn't respect. I just feel like he has just this lack of respect for America and our government system. It's just like, what? April 6th, Matt Gaetz, loyal for years to Trump, is said to have sought. Now, on April 6th, we found out that he had sought for a blanket pardon. The New York Times told this story. And that before Trump left office, Gaetz sought blanket preemptive pardons for himself and unidentified congressional allies for any crimes they may have committed. Now, both Gaetz and Trump are denying this. However, it's looking like that did happen. Are you confused as hell about this Matt Gaetz story? You're not alone. Ever since the New York Times broke the news late last month that the Florida congressman was being investigated by the U.S. Department of Justice, there's been a steady drip of follow-up stories with many new developments. Since it's difficult for all but the most plugged-in news junkies, and I need to keep up with, I found some leaks and found timelines and telling me chronological order. La 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 la. So let's sit back and let's get in this. This is worse than those Charlie Kelly style flow charts. Yeah, I'll put the meme maybe here. You can see it. Okay, so this is killing me on the inside. March 30th. Now, Matt Gaetz is said to have faced the Justice Department inquiry over sex with an underage girl. Now, this is all according to the New York Times, and they first reported these allegations. And apparently, they reported that Gaetz had a sexual relationship with a 17-year-old girl and looking into whether he had paid for her state travel, which could be a violation of federal sex trafficking laws. Okay, he's taking a rat. Now, the Times said the probe stemmed from a criminal investigation into former Seminole County, Florida tax collector Joel Greenberg, who has been indicted for misappropriating taxpayer money and sex trafficking, among a lot of other charges. He's got a long list. Now, Matt Gaetz responds to sex trafficking allegations while Tucker Carlson tonight. Now, in this interview, Tucker Carlson described this as weird. Gaetz denied the allegations and he said that he was the victim of a $25 million extortion plot, claiming that his father, Don Gaetz, was wearing a wire to help the FBI government expose the scam. Now, Then Gaetz starts asking for money to help him fight the smear campaign against him about trafficking, sex trafficking. I kid you not. This guy just now Gaetz in March 31st, Gaetz' investigation got complicated because his father, due to his father about an ex FBI agent who went missing. Now, the alleged extortion plot is tied to Iranian hostage Bob Levinson, a retired FBI agent from Florida, who went missing in Iran in 2007. Now, Gaetz claimed that lawmakers for Levinson approached his father, Don Gaetz, and said if his family put up $25 million for Levinson's release, the DOJ would drop the sex trafficking investigation against Gaetz that they've heard about. Now, attorneys denied any categorizations of extortion, saying they were simply trying to advocate for Levinson's release and thought the congressman had an incentive to help play a part in the hostages' return to U.S. That's just weird. Okay. Now, July 1st, the Justice Department has an inquiry into Matt Gaetz said to be focused on cash paid to women. They're like focusing now at this point, cash paid to women. Because they were saying they used, Gaetz and Greenberg used apps like Apple Pay, Cash Pay to pay for sex with women. They recruited get a load of this, sugar daddy websites. And that they sometimes took ecstasy before having sex. Now, a source at the Times that one of the women also had sex with an unidentified associate of theirs in the Florida Republican politics. Gaetz is denying paying for sex. Now, Gaetz did show nude photos of women, as I mentioned. He said he slept with 2 lawmakers, and CNN reported on this, and they were like, allegedly, Gaetz was like, here's some nude photos. These are the chicks I'm sleeping with. Here I am, ha ha ha. While on the House floor with his colleagues here, the House of Representatives. Good times. April 5th, Matt Gaetz says this. The swamp is out to drown me with false charges, but I'm not giving up. Yeah, I know, it's a little dramatic, but he's using those key words like the swamp, Now, he claims that he is being targeted because of his support of Donald Trump and said that he considered the accusations mere sex shaming. Consensual adult relationships are not illegal, he wrote. Well, consensual adult relationships are not illegal. That's right, sir. That is correct. But we thinking yeah. Now, Matt Gaetz, loyal for years to Trump, is said to have, I talked about his pardon, so we got into that. Now, April 7th, Matt Gaetz has a trip to the Bahamas, is part of a federal probe into sex trafficking. This is what CBS news sources were saying. And the Gaetz probe is first linked to Jason Pirozzolo. Pirozzolo. Okay, sorry. I'm having such a hard time articulating because I can't move my lip certain ways. Yeah. Who is a Florida hand surgeon and marijuana mogul. Yes, Jason. Now, they're looking to see if Jason had paid for the travel expenses and escorts for Gaetz' trip to the Bahamas in the late 2018, early 2019. Now, Gaetz paid accused sex trafficker who then Venmo'd a teen money, and this is according to the Daily Beast in May of 2018. Gaetz paid $900 to Greenberg in 2 transactions. One of those transactions was sent with the memo, hit up, and the name of the young woman. Greenberg then forwarded the payments to 3 young women with memos: tuition, school, and school. So, they're trying to say, well, this is what the money's for. Now, the DOJ is reportedly investigating him. Also, it was because when he was making those trips, he was trying to push pro-cannabis legislation and violated sex trafficking laws while doing so. Now, I am for pro-cannabis legislation, Gaetz, but dude, let's keep sex trafficking out of it, Please. This is a very, very complex and complicated mess. Seriously, trying to get a complete picture of what is going on and who is all involved, it was becoming overwhelming as I was researching this. Now, I'm going to go into, here's a list. This is the long list of charges for Joel Greenberg. And it goes something like this: identity theft and stalking, stealing $400,000 of public funds, sex trafficking, cryptocurrency fraud, SBA loan fraud, allegedly receiving fraudulent economic injury disaster loans for 2 defunct corporations, wire fraud, conspiracy to bribe a public official, and theft of government property. So basically, Joel is groveling for a plea deal, and he is cooperating with the DOJ, the FBI, giving them all the information he can on Matt Gaetz. And Matt Gaetz is under investigation for a few things too. He's got 2 different investigations happening because of his actions as a House of Representative. The House Ethics Committee has opened an investigation into allegations that Gaetz may have engaged in sexual misconduct, illicit drug use, shared inappropriate images or videos on the House floor, misused state identification records, converted campaign funds to personal use, and or accepted a bribe, improper gratuity, or impermissible gift. Okay, so and this dude is refusing to resign. He's just like, I'm innocent. Thinking Nixon, okay. I'm old, okay. Now, Matt. Then, when it comes to the FBI, the DOJ, they're looking at sex trafficking of a minor, have sex with a minor under 17, and traveling across state lines with her, paying for sex with minors, paying for sex, obstruction of justice. Oh gosh, the list goes on. It just goes on. Now, I haven't even touched on how allegedly Greenberg and Gaetz tried to bribe a government official to get those parts. I mentioned the part. Yeah, they had tried to bribe to get this to happen. Now, Gaetz has vehemently denied any wrongdoing, but as more comes out, the more serious the situation, the allegations are for him. Now, Gaetz has refused to resign from his position as a U.S. House rep. Yes, this guy is still representing Florida as these investigations continue. And Greenberg's sentencing has been postponed so that the FBI can continue to gather more information on Gaetz and others. So there could be more fallout from all of this. This is kind of like, with Epstein. If I was Gaetz, I'd be afraid. I really would. So, this is all happening, and I really wanted to bring attention to this because we need to, we need to hold our government leaders accountable for such atrocious behavior. No, this is all alleged, but I am so disgusted that this is happening, and it's been happening for over a decade. I mean, it's hard for me to get it all. Oh, this is a mess. It's bad. But let's get into, now that I've gotten all that done, I also want to make sure you all realize that I am not taking a political side biased here when it comes to whether, he's a Democrat or Republican. It doesn't matter. What matters is that this man is in power, representing the state, and doing harm to our younger generation here, okay? That's not cool. That's not cool. So, let's get into my tarot reading. And thank you for sticking around. Hey, I'm back, and we're going to get into the tarot reading. As you know, I do like having music playing while I'm doing a reading. It just really helps me. If you're wondering what I got playing right now, it's In This Moment, As Above, So Below. Okay, let's see here. I am using my Edgar Allan Poe tarot deck. So you all ready? Let's see here. Ooh, this card popped out. It is the Five of Swords reversed. Do you see this? Yeah. Now, if you notice, he's like all in pieces with the swords broken up. Okay, let's see here. Okay, let's see. Get another cards, please. Okay. The Knight of Pentacles. Interesting. Now, so we're dealing, there's money passing, it's treachery, it's betrayal, it is, yeah. So there's like a recklessness, but trying to be sly. Delay progress. Trying to delay. Oh, the Nine of Wands. Can you see this card? Yeah. This is like... Okay, so then the Nine of Wands is here on the other side of... the Nine of Wands is next to the Knight of Pentacles, okay? I'm so sorry I cannot talk very well, but I really wanted to get some readings done. I'm itching here. I miss y'all. Okay, so, this isn't a whole lot. This is just saying, yeah, he's guilty. Trying to cover it up with money. Trying to make a plan, trying to delay investigation. It's like he's hopeful, he's trying to get things going because he is expecting the worst. He is definitely, he's like, oh, shit. I'm not in a good situation here. Yeah. The King of Pentacles over the treachery. Looking. The Magician reversed over the Knight of Pentacles. Oh. There's definitely like... Yeah. The Ace of Cups over those Nine of Wands. Okay. I'm seeing the two men, and I'm pretty sure it's like Greenberg and Joel Greenberg and Matt Gaetz. One, there's like betrayal, a misunderstanding. He's gonna try and say this is all a misunderstanding, and the Ace of Cups reversed. Now, he's waiting for, he expects the worst, but he's kind of cocky. Kind of like, yeah, I'm going to expect the worst, but I'm going to get out of this. This is all a misunderstanding of what was going on between Joel and I didn't know what Joel was doing. The Six of Pentacles. So much, this is all about the money. He was making money. He was accepting funds too. Joel was taking in the money for the treachery, which was the sex trafficking I'm really seeing here. The Six of Wands? Do you see this group of people here? It's like, they're coming at him here. But they're like, I'm got people speaking up saying, I am so good. No, I would never be disrespectful to women and their rights. I'm a gentleman, and I have all these people who can say what a good person I am. Yeah, and then here's the Four of Cups, and it's reversed. And we're dealing this, Cups is relationships with people, and he is trying, he is trying to distract people from his connection to Joel Greenberg and the investigations. I think that's why he's been pulling just some crazy stunts. Yeah, Temperance is reversed. He is growing impatient. Joel, the Five of Pentacles, folks. You see all these pentacles? Like, yeah, this is a conflict, money troubles. So there's something, a failed investment, something with money broke the connection with Joel and Matt. Matt's suffering from money. He needs money. Here's the King of Wands. And this guy is all badass, right? This is someone on the case. They're extremely passionate about their job and getting this done. This person, Matt is afraid of. Here's the Nine of Cups reversed. And so Joel is sacrificing Matt for his own good. And I think there's a lot of resentment. Matt's like, I should have been the one on the other end. It's kind of like Anakin and Obi-Wan Kenobi. And Obi-Wan's like, I got the high ground here, and you're stuck there in the lava. Okay? Yeah. The Knight of Cups, and it is reversed. It's like a deep, there's a desperation. He's putting on a facade, and Yeah. And the star reversed, folks. He is not, I don't see him getting away with this at all. It's like, nope, nope, nope. He's pretty certain he's in a dark, dark, dark place. I just keep seeing, is he married with children? There's something about a family breakup. Yeah, Four of Wands reversed. As I said, there is a breakup in the family. There's going to be a family breakup. You can kind of see the card a little bit better here. Hope that helps. Discord in the family. See, you know, the Wands revealing, you know, also celebrating a marriage and relation, you know, and I see this as just a total breakup happening. It's just a lot of discord. There's probably a threat of divorce, but a fear to divorce, something like that. Eight of Pentacles is reversed here. You know, Eight of Pentacles, it's usually you're looking back and you're like, oh man, I've done so much hard work. Once again, here it is I'm short of money. I don't have what it takes. He's trying to get money to, well, buy his way out of this mess. It hasn't been working well for him as of late. Sheesh. Judgment reversed. Do you see this? Holy moly. There's a regretting, wishing he hadn't done certain things. But I don't think it's a regret of what he did to the women and these young people, these minors. It's more of regretting that he got caught and regretting his Two of Swords with his relationship with Joel Greenberg. Yeah. This is the Two of Swords, and it is reversed. It's sabotage. He feels sabotaged. Feeling like it's destroying his life, his family, his career, and he's not willing to let go. Here's the King of Swords. The King of Swords is a very serious person, and he's probably very smart. This is why Matt has gotten away with so much. He's not an idiot. He's made bad choices. You can be intelligent and yet, you know, make bad choices. And as Bailey always says, go out there and make good choices, okay, folks? The Star reverse is here again. And it's over all these regrets. Oh, man. Just this darkness I keep seeing has me really concerned. I'm going to take out another deck. Something is telling me to pull another deck here. It keeps popping up. Let's see here. Let's do my Haunted Mansion deck. Okay. All right. Help me. Give me. Yeah, okay. This isn't, this, I was like, I thought was darkness. Is he going to commit suicide? And this card in this deck has meant that. And so the fact that the first card I pull up is this. Normally people would say, oh, it's a fresh start, a sudden opportunity. But with this deck, I mean, look, I don't know if it's going to be him. He's really considering taking his life. Yeah. We have the Lovers reversed. And we have the Eight of Swords reversed. He's trying to escape. And oh, wow. Wow. Yeah. Wants to separate from the world, his family. The Six of Pentacles was also fell. And it's reversed, folks. And with like the Six of Pentacles, it's usually, you're helping people and giving something. But this is like you've lost a job, you've lost your career. It's cruel, and it's because you've been cruel to others. It's like, and I think this is like hanging over him, that he's losing everything, his job, his career. Oh man, he's really in a dark place, and yeah, that sucks. I feel for him, but at the same time, I don't. Here's the Three of Cups. See, reverse, the drowning. The Three of Cups. Now, usually when you have the Three of Cups, it's like celebrating stuff. But this is jealousy and feeling, he's feeling betrayed because, separation of him and Joel. Okay, bam! Joel has stabbed him in the back. How could he have done this? Oh, yeah. Do you see what card this is and it's reversed? Yes, it is. This is the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, things are not going to go his way. I'm sensing that there is someone outside of this whole, with the Three of Cups, it's three people. There is another person who hasn't been revealed yet. I think that's what, Joel has probably mentioned them. Yeah, here's the Five of Wands. And it's not going public yet. It's being kept quiet. I'm not quite sure exactly why. This person is very successful. Very successful. It's like, and even this card over, losing his job, it's like Matt had such a successful career and he just killed it. Yeah, the Four of Swords reversed. Yeah, he screwed it up. That's what happened here. This guy, and you put it over these cards. And this is, yeah, the other person, I see them just threatening. They're obstructing justice, threatening Matt and his family. And yeah, the Magician reversed. We have our Trickster. Yeah, this other person, they have a lot of resources and a lot of power, and they're looking away to silent. They also want Matt to be silenced because Joel and Matt to be silenced because he doesn't want to get involved. And the Emperor of Wands here. See this guy. He's not such a nice person here. He just, there's an addiction. Alcohol, maybe drugs. There's it could be a sex addiction too, with this, what Matt has. Here's the Fool. My end will be a new beginning. We got the Two of Swords reversed again, folks. And that third person is trying to sabotage everything. That's like, okay, this is interesting. I'm gonna try something else. I think I'll go to one of my favorite other decks you guys are used to. My Lunderman. Keep it in this pouch here. Recently, I did use the original traditional deck of the Lunderman deck, which doesn't have the expanded cards. This time, I'm using the one with the expanded cards, my gilded deck. Shoot, let's see. I want to get information on this other person. What are they doing? 24. This is a heart. His relationship with someone. Ooh. 30 and 43. We have lilies. Sex addiction. And 43 here is a garden maze. His marriage is like falling, like I said, this is just further saying marriage is falling apart. His sex addiction has gotten the best of him. His wife is not, his partner in this situation is not happy. I'm tired of it. Tired of having to hide everything for you. Here's the fox, folks. Number 14. And the little fox, what did he say? He's... he's a little trickster, you know. Okay, yeah, that's the... Is it the wife involved? Or maybe he's having an affair with the sex partner? I'm getting really weird vibes. The bouquet. It's like his luck is coming to an end. Yeah, 38. Now, 38 here, you see, like, bridges and such. Yeah. This is... Okay, so... Yeah, that is saying look closer at Matt, look closer at a person who's connected to him, and it's not Joel. This is somebody else. They have a very close relationship. They are going to be the key to discovering a whole lot of shit. Folks, this is like... There is so much hidden, and this one person is the key. But, you know, you can't have a spouse go against somebody, you know. But she may not be that loyal. The separation here, it's like, yeah, why have I been loyal to you? Why have I just let you do what you want? I am tired. I am tired. And then 6. Did you see 6 here? I love the artwork, but this is all about clouds. There's just... Okay, so... trying to cover up cause confusion. Oh, 26 and 44. Take a closer look. And really take a look at, there's hidden information. This person is the key. It's going to unlock it all. It's like a big ring. This is like huge. Saying pay attention to the secrets and the person and the keeper of those secrets. Pay attention to the keeper of the secrets. 31, and we have our sun here. Sorry, I'm not putting it in here. So, this is, this person's gonna illuminate. You gotta look closer. I'm seeing, looking to financial records. Who had access to them? Really sensing that. Because this is like, they're not, how Joel was getting all this. You gotta really see what Joel is doing. He's got a network. And Matt had invested in it. He was investing in it, I really believe, somehow. And also used the network. And they've been protecting a lot of people. Hopefully, he doesn't die before everything comes out. And that's same with Joel. I just don't feel like they need to have some bodyguards here, folks, if we're going to get any kind of justice that really, and this other person, key person needs to speak up and not be afraid. I think, that's really what's key here. So we dove into Matt Gaetz and Joel Greenberg, and I hope this reading was interesting to you, and I do hope that you like this video. Please, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, okay? Subscribe, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, ding, 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 and that way you know when I get videos up. I kind of, like usually are in the evening, and it's like midweek and a weekend kind of thing, and I'm sorry I don't have a set schedule, but doing tarot is like, it's hard to just say, okay, I'm going to do it at this time in the future and set a schedule. It doesn't always work that way. Got to be a little flexible. You guys, I love you all. And I do appreciate all the comments down below. You guys are giving me great ideas for the videos I have been working. Even though I haven't been able to talk, I've been doing lots of research on different things and cases, and someone's even wanted me to do the Illuminati, and I'm like, oh, that's an interesting one. I'm curious, so we'll see what we get going. So please keep those comments coming about what you want to see next. What kind of cases and what kind of things do you like to see me cover? Anything in the news, anything paranormal, some unsolved mystery that you've seen. You're watching it on Netflix and you're like, just let me know, and I will do my best to try and get to it. Thank you to those who have joined the channel. If you wish to get membership, I will be doing a live stream this weekend for y'all, and I just might do some personal tarot readings for a couple of the guests. We'll see what happens. I do love you guys. And remember, be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. I love you. Bye.